What is poppin'? What is good, everybody? This is your brother, whether I'm big or little brother, whoever's watching this. But it's your brother Brumal, and we are back with more Trails in the Sky the Third. And you guys know how we like to start these off. We like to start this off by, we put God first. All right. So if you haven't already, go ahead, pause this video, go ahead and pray, read a chapter in your Bible, do whatever you have to. Spend time with God first. Always put Him first throughout your day. I was just going back and I was reading John again. John is my favorite out of the four gospels. And man, I was just reading this, and we're gonna start from the beginning with this one. Verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. And in him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. The light that shines in the darkness, and the darkness has yet to overcome it. Right there, man. Right there. It just shows you that no matter what evil comes God's way, it'll never defeat him. Has never and will never. But I also want to skip down to 14 right here, where it says, the Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only Son, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. And it's just that verse right there that just shows you that God and Jesus one and the same. We all know you got the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. All three one. Yeah, all three are one. God, we can't see God. Gave himself a physical form. Jesus came to earth, dealt with all our sins with that blood toll that he taken for us, so we all could be saved. And we can also see those gates of heaven, if you decide to choose to follow God afterwards. Alrighty. Yep, there we go. Now it's working. So yeah, we had the what's it called guy. He showed up. The maintenance guy, he showed up today or just now. Apparently the link over my the ceiling over my tub started dripping again, and I called them come in to take a look at it. Apparently it's the same guy from upstairs that last year that caused my ceiling to collapse on me. Found out the dude's from Africa, or the dude went to Africa, and he went to Africa and he left his window open the entire time. And it froze all our pipes. I was like, what? Ain't no way, boy. What's this? Oh, okay. That's what that is. So, nothing else to get from there. But yeah, it caused my pipes to freeze. But yeah, apparently what he was doing was he wasn't shutting his water off. Because today I had some more drippage coming out from my ceiling, and I wanted to stop it before anything got bad. But yeah, so apparently oh boy wasn't turning his water faucet completely off. So yeah, that's a blue. We don't have blue, we only have green. Yeah. And I'm just like, and then he was telling me, he was just like, yeah, apparently he didn't have time to send a thing in about it. I'm like, are you serious? What do you mean you didn't have time? Bro, I was like, because of him, not the maintenance guy, but because of the what's it called guy, the guy that lives above me. He's been the root to all of my problems. It's funny. All right, so we're here. I went and got everyone's CP all the way back up. I believe we'll have a better time around with this. We're gonna see. I forgot to save. Glad you could make it, Annalise. It's our boy Kurt. So it really is you. It's good to see a number of familiar faces among you. But what a cruel twist of fate that we should have to meet again like this. You're telling me. So you plan on fighting us for real too, then? There's no way that we could, talk you out of it? I'm afraid that doesn't appear to be an option. Since I first became conscious of my existence here, I attempted to meditate on a number of occasions. But it appears the me before you lacks a sense of self, as it were, and so I'm unable to go against the purpose of which I was created. Of course you try to meditate right away. Huh, you really are a special guy, Kurt. Well, don't think that we've got any choice but to resign ourselves to the inevitable. And get on with it. I believe so. I look forward to seeing what you all can do. I don't! Once again, all these clowns are here. Alright, let's get this. Fighting three of them? Yeah, fighting three of him from his favorite attack range isn't going to be easy. Well, this is going to be a tough one, guys. My formation is flexible yet resilient, much like nature itself. Now, let our battle begin. Bro, I ain't trying to do this. If he goes first, I'm going to be upset. Okay, he does not go first. So, I am going to do something a little bit crazy. First thing I want to do...
By my art, do not as you appear.
What? That's not fair. That's not fair.
By my art, do not as you appear.
How? How is that even fair, guys? That's not fair.
You ready for this?
He's gonna go again. I may have to restart this level, or restart my save. They're not. Got fainted.
Wow, by my art, not as you appear.
Kurt is too dang strong.
Go! Rise, storm, from the space between sky and sea.
Golly, Zero.
Eat this!
All right, first try. We won first try, but I had to use some, what's it called, reviving bombs. Something I wish I didn't have to. Ooh-wee. So that was cool. I see I still have much room for improvement. I can only hope the knowledge that I have gained from this battle will find its way to my real self as well. I don't think I've ever met anyone as serious about their training as you, Kurt. Addicted to training as much, man. Honestly, your devotion to honing your craft never ceases to amaze me. with promising embracers like you around, I can't very well afford to rest at my laurels. Still, with the skills you demonstrated there, perhaps you have a chance of defeating her. Huh? Wait a sec. I thought that you were the last person that we have to fight here. I'm afraid not. Another foe awaits you on this building at the highest floor. But don't even think of taking her lightly. She is formidable in every sense of the word. Her martial arts skills have given her age are crap. Her martial arts skills given her age are nothing short of exceptional. So, if you're trying to challenge her with any less than your best, you won't last. Golly. Oh, lucky us. I thought we were home free from here, and now there's someone else. I've got a really bad feeling on who it is, too. I can't say I know a whole lot of martial artists who are that dangerous. I really hope we're wrong this time. Nope. And I'm afraid as well. And because of that, I'm thinking about switching Agate out for somebody. Just to see if we'll get any additional dialogue. But we got the blue key card. So I believe we can go back to all the places that needed the blue key card. Alright everybody, we are back, and as you clearly see, I have Zen with me. However, I forgot that when we got the more key cards, there was a door behind here. Well, so yeah, let's see what the star door is. Those who seek to enter this door must first overcome a trial. Should this fail to deter you, open the door. Yeah, whatever. Deter, not deter, deter. I've been watching One Piece again. Where am I at? Zoro defeated King. Sanji defeated Queen. And it's kind of funny, because like when you think about it, like you saw like a little bit of backstory between King and Kaido. And what's crazy is like King and Kaido had a very similar start to Luffy and Zoro. So yeah, like King and Zoro being freed by Luffy and Kaido for the most part. Oh, that's a whole lot of shenanigans. I can't hit all of them, but I can hit most of them. The reason why we do stuff like this. Oh yeah, they're weak. They are weak. Just get it out the way. It's a small star door. Ugh, I gotta flex the aura off. Some of them resisted. I don't know what you're resisting. That one over there lived.
May 1,000 thorns adorn your flesh with despair. May you be engulfed in ignorance and alone. Strike! Unholy spears of time!
Alright, we finished that one off. Self-destructo. Ugh, this is getting annoying. He's like surviving everything. Screw it, we have to kill him. I can't waste time trying to kill this guy. I couldn't waste any more time trying to kill this guy because I'll just be wasting my resources trying to fight him.
Not bad.
So those two just have to die. I didn't want them to, but they just had to. Alright, you've overcome the trial. So let's see what we got going for us. You know this. It's our boy. An investigation report on Phantom Thief B. His crimes, his history, and his true identity. Imperial Chronicle. Okay, investigative team. Interesting. Phantom Thief B has had quite the lengthy and productive career in thievery in the Empire, as the amount of records we have been able to find on his crimes proves beyond a doubt. From numerous paintings held in the Imperial Art Gallery to the Septian Crystal held in the Empire's custom warehouse to even a cutting-edge tank held in the Imperial Army research facility. Nothing is truly safe when he desires to steal it. His conquests aren't limited to inanimate objects. He has been guilty of pretending to be a military officer and eloping with the wife of the Marquis. Oh my gosh. On one reported occasion. Golly. That man stole somebody's wife. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Guys, don't cover someone else's wife. You shouldn't be doing stuff like that. Golly. I think Kevin tried to do that at the beginning of this game on part 1 or something like that, talking about how he was going to sleep with some woman's wife or some man's wife or something like that. Alright. Yet, and this is perhaps the most baffling part, there is no concrete evidence to suggest that he has profited from his exploits. Rather, the objects stolen usually end up in places so bizarre, their owners are liable to faint upon hearing about them. In other cases, they are transformed into mirror, which are then rained down from the sky in areas largely inhabited by the less fortunate. Hearing this, one might be led to think him as a village vigilante thief who takes from the rich and gives to the poor, but make no mistake, the truth is not so simple. The wife of the Marquis discussed earlier is a fine example of that. What did he do to her? As of writing this, it has been a little over a half a year since the elopement took place, and since then, she has remained unaccounted for. Okay. Many of the items stolen by him may return to the public eye in some fashion, but not all. Between his eccentric techniques and bizarre behavior regarding the objects he steals, it might appear as though his thefts are purely whims, if nothing else. Upon studying the overall picture and reviewing the objects, and indeed people in play, you begin to see that they all have one specific thing in common. Take the artwork stolen in the Imperial Art Gallery, for example. Each of them were works of pure genius, painted by a master of their craft, but they gained a reputation for being too complex for the target audience of such works, the nobility, and were shamefully stored away instead of placed on display. Similar could be said for the Septian Crystal. Known for its unparalleled beauty, after being seized by customs, it was sealed away in the warehouse and doomed to never be admired by human eyes again. The tank, again, is one more example, with its promising development cut short. Rather than be put to good use, it was left collecting dust. As an aside, the case of the Marquis's wife does contain some striking similarities. Despite marrying her, he devoted most of his attention to his concubines and barely spread a thought about her. In conclusion, we can see that the underlying motive for his actions is finding objects of beauty that have been abandoned by the world and freeing them from their foolish owners. There it is. So he wasn't paying attention to his wife, so he decided to take her. Now, granted, given my beliefs about, given my beliefs of God and all that, sure, I would say that both of them are in the wrong. One, you shouldn't be neglecting your wife. Same thing with wives. Don't neglect your husbands either. But two, taking on multiple lovers, nah, you shouldn't be doing that. I know a lot of people say like, oh, isn't that every man's dream? Sure, I guess, if you want. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, ladies, you're gonna hate that I'm gonna say this, but dealing with one woman is enough. That's enough. I can tell you that much. You don't need to have two. You don't need to have 2, 3, 4, whatever. You just need one, and one is already hard enough as it is. Oh my goodness. Let me stop. But like I said too, don't be going after someone else's wife either. It's not a good look. Not a good look on her. Not a good look on the person that is going after the other man's wife as well. But yeah, no matter how the world may see his crimes, his motive is clear. The truth of that is evident in the cards he leaves before committing his crimes. He's just calling cards. This so-called liberation of beauty mentioned upon each of them. Phantom Thief B steals not for money, but for an ideal he believes in. Is that why he was so fascinated with Chloe? Because technically, people forgot that she was, beforehand, like, I don't know. I wouldn't say she was forgotten as, no, she wasn't forgotten. People knew about her. Crap, I don't remember what his reasoning was for liking Chloe then. Or for being infatuated with Chloe, but whatever. And it is in this fact that we believe are clues to his true identity. Who is Phantom Thief B? I can't read that. A number of valid theories have come about on the face behind our famed thief. Unfortunately, they are all as lacking in conclusive proof as they are in number, as they are numerous. And so it is impossible to say whether any of them are actually correct. To complicate matters further, we now even have deranged individuals coming forward pretending to be him and allowing themselves to be captured by law enforcement. That is not to say, however, that none of the theories circulating are at all plausible. Here we will introduce 3 such theories which have developed significant followings and may not turn out to be too far from the truth. Theory 1. Amorous con artist X. Alright, X's personal history. X is known for his exceptional skill as a con artist, having faked his own identity in order to engage in romantic relationships with many noble women. He was as handsome as he was capable and was exceptionally proud in nature as well. Born to a poor family in the temperate South, he became used to stealing in order to make ends meet from a young age. According to testimony from a companion of his at the time, he was never once caught for such thefts. The reason X converted from being a common thief to a con artist is believed to have stemmed from falling in love with a noble woman of much higher social standing than he. The rule of the aristocrat, I can never pronounce that, autocracy, I don't know how to pronounce these words, was absolute in the country. It was absolute in the country he called home, and blessed romances between those of different classes unthinkable. With that in mind, he resolved to create a false identity in order to make his dream possible. Following his first rousing success, he came to do the same on a myriad of other occasions. indulging in one forbidden affair after another. It was a mere 10 years ago that he was arrested on suspicion of identity fraud, but he performed a miraculous escape from prison, and ever since then his whereabouts have remained unknown. Thoughts. Both X's peerless skills as a thief and his interest of forbidden romances with noblewomen sound remarkably like what we know for Phantom Thief B. However, we only know that Phantom Thief B married that one woman, or at least he stole that one woman. I mean, sure, he could be, not being Phantom Thief B and being who he really is, and probably, having relationships with all these other women, but who knows. Anyways. Wait, hold on. Does elope mean... Elope doesn't mean married, right? Yes, it does. Hold on. I gotta remember. I thought... Oh, alright. To run away secretly, especially to get married without parental consent. Okay. Run away and get married. That's what that means. Yeah. Basically, he's... Okay. So, yeah, he did steal someone's wife. Alright. He displayed virtually no interest in their fortunes. Alright. That is to say, he gained no financial benefit from his actions whatsoever. Instead, he simply lamented that he was unable to indulge in them because of something as trivial as his social class. We conclude that this attitude bears a striking resemblance to the thief's own views on beauty. Theory 2. Tragic artist Y. Y's personal history. Y was an artist with a rather tragic past. Born to a middle-class family in the north, he was hired by an influential nobleman, aristocrat, there we go, to be their personal artist, producing many a stunning piece of work. However, it was later discovered that wasn't all he produced. On the contrary, he was also responsible for a number of counterfeit pieces. The one who hired him sought a profit through ill means thanks to his work, and so he created such counterfeits under the noble's instructions. One day, however, Y suddenly left the noble's service. The reason remains unknown. This is where his tragedy begins. Immediately after leaving his client behind, Y received a terrible piece of news. His lover, the daughter of a respected family, had been killed in a traffic accident. While there was no evidence to prove as much, it was rumored that the noble may have had a hand in her death. Y was only spotted once more at his lover's grave before forever disappearing from the public eye. To those who knew his story, it became known as a truly tragic artist. Alright. Several years later, the noble was murdered. Thoughts? The story of Y still has several unsolved mysteries surrounding it, and is invited much speculation, both of which have likely led to the theory that he and Phantom Thief B are one and the same. Those are the only reasons, naturally. Phantom Thief B has been known at times to try and dispose of counterfeits, believing them to be false beauty. This has led some to believe that Phantom Thief B may be attempting to rid the world of counterfeits that he himself created. Okay. Lending further credibility to this is to discover that the forgeries disposed by Phantom Thief B were indeed the works of Y. Okay. And then martial artist Z. Z's personal history. The story of Z is significantly different from the other two's potential identities we have proposed here, making his unusual but still plausible possibility. Z was born in the Far East as the son of the famed military family. Okay, so if they say Far East, he has to be from Calvert. So most likely this man is Asian. Because yes, guys, there are Asian people in the game. Like Zen and Kilika, they are Asian. Anyways, he was an attractive delicately built young man, but he was far more skilled at martial arts than his fame would have suggested. Being blessed with great natural talent, he is also said to possess a keen, sharp mind, and there was a mild air of arrogance to him. Kind of sounds like Walter. All right, Z was indeed blessed in nearly every way. Not the military family part. All right, he came from an important family. He had skill. He had looks. And as a result, he came to feel bored with the world around him. He hardly kept such thoughts to himself. In fact, he often voiced his complaints to anyone within earshot. These complaints persisted until one day he simply just disappeared, telling no one where he was going and leaving nothing to suggest his next destination. Thoughts. Much of this theory is based on the idea of geniuses being eccentric by nature. There are some who say that the fighting style of Z has some resemblance to the peculiar skills used by Phantom Thief B. But in terms of credibility, this theory is barely a cut above many other unusual suggestions. Still, the idea that the man beneath the mask is one from the East is certainly an interesting and exciting one, leading many to wish it were true, even if they find themselves doubting it actually is. And that brings us to the end of the outlining three very different theories. Could X, Y, or Z be the true identity of our famed Phantom Thief? Or is the truth perhaps something else entirely? The only way we will know for sure is to hear the truth from the man himself. Of course, whether we are trusting anything he says is a discussion on another time. Alright, postscript. After this article was first published, we received a card believed to be from Phantom Thief B himself at our office. The contents of the card are as follows. The truth of my identity is already within your grasp. My number reveals it all. And judging by this, it is believed that one of the three theories proposed is the true identity of Phantom Thief B. That said, uncovering the meaning behind his words has proven to be a trying task. Will one valued reader be able to step forward and solve what we cannot? Only time will tell. Side story, Phantom Thief B report. Alright, that was interesting. Oh, we got it, the Phantom Thief B's cave. Cool. Alright, let's see what that item does. What does this do? Agility plus 20. Oh, drop rate up. Okay. Cool. Alright, guys, so let's fight our final fight in this area. Huh? That's strange. I was figuring the next battle would be in this room, but there's no one here. Weird. This is the top floor, though, right? Not technically. There's an area with for landing airships on the rooftop. We probably better check there too, just in case. What is this? Nothing? Alright. I probably should have saved. You certainly took your time. Ah, freaking Keelika. Or Keelika, however you pronounce her name. Uh-oh. I hit the nail on the head this time. That's why I decided to bring Zen because of this. Leaving that oaf over there aside for the time being, It's good to see you again, Annalise, Scheherazade. I hope you've been doing well since I left. Does nothing faze you? Dang. Talk about harsh. I've got a name, you know. Can you not spare a word of greeting for me, too? I see you all the time in Calvert as it is. It hasn't been that long since we last met. Or were you hoping that this would be a moving reunion where I dived into your arm with tears in my eyes? I'm good, thanks. Now, right down to business, Kevin. I take it that you understand the situation without me needing to explain it. I think so. I assume you're the second guardian, Philip. Yeah, you're the second guardian, Philip being the first. We'll need to defeat you in order to advance to the next area. Correct. I can't say that I'm fond of having to fight in an old Ouroboros base of all things. Oh well, I suppose it'll have to do for this time. Those are chakrams. Watch out, guys. Those are really deadly as throwing weapons. Is that what she's using? Yep, they're chakrams. Okay, kind of hard to tell with the sprite since I'm using a smaller screen to record since I only have one monitor. Anyways. It's been a few years since we last had the joy of battling each other, Zen. I've no intention on holding back this time, which means I'll be using my chakrams against you. I wouldn't have it any other way. With one of those you were stronger than Walter. Oh, what? Really? Dang. So I love to see how I fare against you these days. Show us all what the Flying Swallow can do. Gladly. Bro, I'm about to die. And she gets back up, of course. Freaking Minotaurs with dreads? Dreadtars? Or Dreaditars? I don't know. As the second guardian, I, Kilika Wereian, I can't pronounce that, master level student of the Taito school, will serve as your opponent. Bring it on. Let's do this. I'll give it all that I got. Kevin didn't say nothing? Bro, we're going to lose so badly. Alright, one thing I don't want to do... I mean, granted, Kilika is a... what's it called? She's a long-range attacker. We want to group these clowns up. This is probably not the best thing to do. Okay, she doesn't attack that hard. Who is that? Shara? Let's get some more attacks in, guys. Ooh. Okay, decent damage, decent damage. If I can keep that up, we should be fine. Single target. Who's first? Let's knock one of these guys down at the very least. Don't resist. Okay, good. I'm afraid. I'm afraid! Ah, that's a lot of damage. Even that didn't do a lot. Excuse me? Who are you attacking? That's not fair. She can attack the entire floor. Ah. All right. Everybody is still alive. So that's something. Almost dead. She's almost dead.
I hold in my hand the chalice of heaven. May its holiest of lights act as our shield.
Yeah. I don't want her Whew. Okay, so we're protected. She got out of the way. That's fine. That is fine. All right, we are back in the fight, y'all. She's still not dead? Oh, gosh. I don't think I've ever taken out the main boss before. I was very concerned about this fight, actually. Kevin came in clutch with his attack. Woo, buddy. All right, Annalise. All right, didn't do a lot of damage there, but that's fine. Yeah. That was oh my goodness, that was an easy fight. And the guide said that was the hardest fight out of them all, and we took him out easily. No grinding or anything. Well, other than everyone's been at 127 for the longest time. I grinded up to this point. I had more difficult time fighting freaking Grant than this. Ugh. That was disgusting. Oh, got a gold gem. Nice. I should have known that wouldn't have gone quite like the fights that you were used to. Oh, really? You refined your skills beautifully over the years. I can say the same to you. It's hard to believe that you were spending the time serving as a guild receptionist instead of doing some kind of intensive training. There's no need to flatter me. My skills still need plenty of refining if I want to reach the heights of the title school. But if my real self remembers this defeat, I'm quite sure she's going to be frustrated enough to want to go back to training. Be certain that you're ready to serve as her opponent when she does then. You got it. Although, if you ask me, I think you're strong enough as you are. You're telling me? I'd be scared out of my wits if I had to fight you again. Yeah, if you ever reach the heights of the title school personally. You're every bit as tough as I figured you'd be. Well, the time to say goodbye has come. With my defeat, you're now halfway through the trials of the 6 planes. Or the 6th plane. Halfway, guys. We're only halfway. Just be sure not to let your guard down. I'm sure the greatest challenges are very much still to come. Farewell, and let us meet again one day. Man, she's never been one to hold back. It's hard to believe that it's hard to believe that wasn't even the real Kilika. Anyways, we should enter the next area now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm exhausted. Let's say we go back to the garden before we keep on going. That sounds like the best thing to do. Alrighty, so we done that. I don't think there's anything else left for me to do here. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is. Let's go see if there's anything else. Because, oh, I did get the tournament invitation. So the next part, nope, there's nothing here for us to do there. All right. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go do the tournament. Because I did get the next tournament invitation, as you can see right there. Because every time we use one of these things, they go away. And I'm not sure, but I think it's the 3rd tournament one. Maybe, possibly. I couldn't tell you. But, yeah. And I don't remember who we need to take with us on the next one. I think we have to take Ren or Richard. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what the next one is, but I believe Ren or Richard is one of them. But yeah, we'll find out when we get there. So, with that being said, guys, peace.